God.
You bear maced yourself in the nuts?
Yeah, because it was in my pocket. You know what I mean? It was pointed that way. Oh my God.
And it's like foam, isn't it? Doesn't it like how? Because it's not like regular mace. Isn't it? It's like mace on steroids.
Yeah. Well, yeah. It's made to take down an 1,800-pound animal.
Yeah.
Oh boy, I could compare that to the elbow, but anything else. But anyway,
dude.
So
what's your name, dude?
Noel.
Okay, 10:04, Friday, December 22nd. Welcome to Fortune Radio. I just had a crash and burn. God, a crash and burn. It's like all you can do is just put the flames out and just carry on. That's all you can fucking do. And I'll tell you about it. All right, so I'm recently single, but I'm not gonna skip a beat because I love the touch of a woman. No, so all right, so I'm talking to an old high school sweetheart, and it's fantastic. And I'm taking my time, and I'm trying to be patient with it, and things are looking really good. But at the same time, it's like I'm recently single, so it's like my eyes are open. So I'm kind of courting this spicy Latina that works at the bank up the road from my work, and I'm trying to charm the girl a little bit, and it wasn't, I mean. So, anyways, all right. I talked to her. I go in. I'm like, hey, so I wanna talk to you about setting up a business loan. And I'm like, okay, that's a decent in. I'm like, okay, yeah, like I'm gonna set up a meeting in the future about a business loan. So it's like, yeah, I've got a business. You know what I'm saying? I'm looking to invest in myself and in my business. I'd like to talk to you about it, maybe break the ice a little bit in the future, not right now. Like, I'm not trying to put you on the spot. Like, let's do this. But granted, it's her job, so it's like she's obligated to do it, obviously. So it's like, okay, that's fine. Kind of take advantage of that a little bit. Uh, and so, anyways, I'm like, okay, so we set up the appointment, and it's like, okay, that's great. Well, first of all, she gives me a card, a completely uh generalized card, not like her name's not on it, her personal number is not on it. It's like, scan the QR code, bitch. Like, wait, like get in line, motherfucker. Like, I am a spicy Latina. Get in line. So I called the branch direct and set up an appointment with her. She answers the phone. I'm like, is this Christina? She's like, yeah. I'm like, yeah, I recognize your voice. What's up? So it's kind of weird. I'm borderline creep. That's fine. But I'm like, like, this is nice. This is nice. I can, like, casually court this girl. Like, it's not an online dating service. I feel decent about it. This is like a tale as old as time, right? So today was our appointment. I sit down with her and I'm talking, and it turns out I need an EIN number. I gotta talk to the fucking government if I want to have a business loan, which is, whatever, that's fine. And it was really, like, pretty short. You know what I mean? It was like, okay, in and out, and not in a sexual way at all. Just in and out, like, okay, this is the deal. Like, you can do this on the website, basically. Like, get the fuck out of my face and get back in line. You can't jump to the head of the line, basically. Um, and so whatever, I got to register with the state because I got to buy tools. Like, I got to buy tools to work on my guitars. I need tools. I like to balance my credit out. Like, there's some shit I need to do. So I'd like to get a business loan. I think it's that time. Uh, you know, money for marketing, money for this, that, and the other. And plus, I thought it was an in with this beautiful woman. Turns out it wasn't. But that's the thing. Like, you're gonna miss all the shots that you don't take. So I took a shot. I crashed and burned. Whatever. I felt like that first. Well, yeah. I kind of felt like Tom Cruise in Top Gun when he sings to that girl for the first time in the bar, and he totally crashes and burns. He's like, yeah, crash and burn. It's like I felt just like Tom Cruise. You know what I mean? In Top Gun. So maybe it's not over. It might not be over. I might be hanging out with her in dim lighting, listening to Take My Breath Away. But we'll see. Only time will tell, and that's so that's fine. Moving right along, Fortune Radio. Working on a demo, working on a new song with X. It's so fucking sick. The beat, the backbeat was produced by Derek Grant, one of the Grant brothers. Very talented. I'm gonna have him. I'm gonna try to get him on the podcast. I think he's down. But very talented producer. And so we got this backbeat, and it wasn't even that. I don't think it was the full beat. Like Derek just sent us like a little text message beat, and I looped that motherfucker, and we threw down some vocals and some guitar on it, and I'm into it. And so yeah, we're working on this demo. We still have some tracking to do, but we'll get it released here pretty soon. And I'm trying to talk to a booking agent, and I was I don't know. Like I'm trying to go on tour and go to different cities and play my set. Like I think that would be so fucking sick, and the stories will be great. And I dropped my classes at Red Rocks. I mean, I wanted to become a luthier, but it's not in the cards right now. Like I can set up guitars, and I'm not in any place in my life to be building guitars right now. I don't have the capital for that right now. And like I can set up a guitar, I can do minor repairs on guitars. It's like, yeah, I'm gonna go to classes eventually and learn how to build guitars, guaranteed. But I got other plans right now, and fucking X and I are making some sick ass music right now. And I'm not trying to sound like an asshole, but like I just feel good about it. And we were a little nervous about making music together because like we really kicked it off, and we were talking about making music together, and I think we were both a little bit. We talked about it. We were both a little bit nervous about it because it was kind of on a pedestal. Like we had high hopes for it, because we ended up being good friends, and we wanted the music to be good, have the same kind of vibe that we had. So we were like, man, if we can't make music together, that's gonna be a real damper on the relationship. I mean, it would still be fine, we'd still be friends, but it would be kind of a letdown almost. But like we jammed and it felt right, and we fucking worked on this song all throughout the night into the morning. Until like 5:30 in the morning, and then we went to Welton afterwards, and it was just fucking epic, man. It was just an epic night, and yeah, there's more to come, and I feel pumped on it. I feel like super fucking pumped on it, and I don't know what's gonna happen, but like I don't know what the future is gonna bring, but I'm pumped on it, and I'm pumped on the fact that I'm doing a podcast at 65 miles an hour, because sometimes you have to, you gotta put the pedal to the metal, accelerate, get onto the fucking road, and just move, baby. You know what I'm saying? So what? What are we talking about here? I've been playing out Squire Lounge, Lion's Lair. Tennyson Tap is this new one I want to plug. This guy Tony is running it. He's a badass. Yeah, he's rocking Gibsons as well. He's got an ES 335. He's a 335 man. But it's cool because it's kind of like low key, and it's kind of like a little separate away from the scene a little bit. And it's just like this bar, like 20 minutes away from my place, but it's cool because I went there and I was not prepared. He's like, yeah, you can play 5 songs. It's like 5 songs? I'm used to playing like 5 minutes, like a song. You know what I'm saying? Between my setup and my loop, it's like, yeah, I get like a song at these open mics in the city. So I had like a whole bunch of unprepared shit. But honestly, so it was a decent set at the Tennyson Tap, but it was I could have done much better. And I like went home right after and like plugged all my shit in and just started working on my set. And my set is coming around. I got a song with the Amazing Bongo Band, or the Incredible Bongo Band, Apache. And it's like that classic, I think it's 70s. It's like that classic fucking track. You've heard it. You've heard that shit. But I'm pumped on it. And yeah, just moving forward through time, trying to get my Type 5, my loose 30, my decent 10, my halfway decent 10-minute set. Uh, God, I'm so early for work right now because I was anticipating like a nice conversation with this sexy Latina banker. I was like, yeah, it would be nice to like sit down and like break the ice and have a nice conversation. She was like, no, she was like, I'm here for business, and our business is over. And I'm like, okay, like, see you later, bye bye, and which is fine. It's fine, and it keeps the complication down because like I'm kind of like, well, I'm definitely talking to this other girl, and it's going really well, and I don't want to jeopardize it. I'm not trying to fuck around. I really am not trying to fuck around on my girlfriends anymore because I've done it in the past, and it always goes bad. When they find out about it, they are pissed about it, understandably. So you have my word as a man, as a human being, that I'm not going to fuck around on this girl. My next girlfriend and I will not fuck around. I mean, look at Chris Rock's last special. He was talking about it. Don't fuck around on your woman. You just don't do it. You don't want her to fuck around on you. It's the golden rule, which is a great rule to live by. Do to others as you would do to yourself. How's it go? Treat unto others as you would like to be treated. I don't know. I don't know this. You know this saying. The golden rule. So, anyways, um, she's been sending me morning texts, which just fills my heart because I'm like, I'm just sitting there and I see a text from her. And I'm like, she's thinking about me, you know? And it's just like morning, first thing. Yeah, I'm thinking about her. She's thinking about me. Like, I'm just like, oh my God. I just got out of this relationship where I thought I was going to marry this woman. I have kids and a family with this woman. Now I'm thinking about a different woman. I'm like, God, how vain. How fucking crazy is that? I don't give a fuck. Like, that's what I want. I want a fucking family. And like, if I can't get it with this, I'm not going to sit around and fucking, cry about it. I'm not going to cry about spilled milk, period. You know what I mean? Uh, so yeah, whatever. The milk spilled. I got some Bounty paper towels on it. I cleaned it up. You know what I'm saying? It smells a little bit rotten. Like, the milk, there's like, I didn't get all the milk up and it went a little bit bad, but I'm still, I sprayed that shit down and I wiped it up again and here we are. So I'm almost at work and I'm fucking hour and a half early. So that's fine. I'll go get some coffee and from some hipsters. I'll pick up some hipster coffee and I'll chill. I'll enjoy the day because it's a beautiful fucking day, man. That's Colorado for you. Like, I'm not. That's why I like Colorado. I like hanging out in Colorado, man. It's a cool spot. That's why I've been here so long. Get it. Get it, baby. The double honk is a little bit over the top. I should have just gave her a single honk. Fuck. Don't be an asshole. That's my creed. Don't be an asshole. That's what I try to live by. I'm double honking bitches at 10:15 in the morning. Listen, I'm all right. I'm gonna turn it around. I'm trying to turn it around for the day. See if I can. Oh God, I almost rear-ended her. Jesus Christ! All right, wake up, wake up. Could you imagine if I double honked her and then like 30 seconds later just rear-ended her? Oh my God! Park your vehicle. Park your vehicle. I'm so fucking reckless. I'm too reckless. Like, I'm getting too old to be this reckless. I'm like producing fucking content and driving. What is this? Well, at least whatever. All right. I'm parking my vehicle. I'm parking my mobile studio. Ooh, that's another thing. I can't fucking wait because dude, I could qualify for up to 50 grand. I probably won't, but I mean, if I qualify for like 10 G's, I might have to get myself a vehicle and just say, yeah, this is my new mobile studio. I need a loan to upgrade my mobile studio. Thanks, thanks a lot. That'd be great. Uh, Cleaned off the inside of my windshield, and I can actually see out of the windshield of my vehicle now. It's pretty cool, and it's great podcasting material. All right, I'm off to get coffee. All right, people. You got another 5 minutes of this if you want it. And I think you want it because this might be my first Patreon episode, which is exciting. And I gotta take a piss. Yeah, it just didn't go well. It didn't go well when I went into that bank today. Because I was looking around for a bathroom. So I'm like going up and down the bank. I'm like, okay, it turns out they don't have a bathroom. And then this girl that I'm meeting comes up to me from behind the counter. She's like, do you need, like, what do you need? Like, are you okay? Basically. And I'm like, yeah, I'm just looking for a bathroom. She's like, oh, there's not a public bathroom. You can go to Wendy's. I'm like, okay. Uh, well, I think I've got an appointment with you. I think. Not I do. Not I have an appointment with you, but I think I have an appointment with you. So not only am I not responsible enough to go pee before I leave, or I can't hold my own bladder, and I'm aimlessly looking around for a bathroom, and I'm just a little fuck boy, and I may or may not have a meeting with you. She's like, go sit down. Go sit down. I'll be with you shortly. I'm like, all right, fine. Great. Anyways, I'm over it. I'm over it. She's a sweetheart, but I'm over it. Off to bigger and better things. That's the universe telling me. You know what? The universe fucking already told me that this girl is not the one for me, and I pushed it. I pushed it because I'm like, yeah, whatever. She's beautiful. I wanted to go for it, but I'm over it. I'm over it. Everything works out for the best. Yeah, I'm walking across the train tracks. All right, so be it. You know, so be it. I'll throw some effects on that. Maybe it might sound cool. It might sound cool. Oh, I cannot wait to show you guys this new song. It's called Sunrise. It's so fucking sick. But I don't know. I sent it to the producer that made the beat. He didn't get back to me. So now I'm like, oh god, did he like it? Because the thing is, if he liked it, then it's like game on. Like shit's about to get real. If he didn't like it, then I might not get any either beats from him, or I might have to pay for them. Which, I mean, I guess we'll see. I mean, I was into it. I was listening to that beat all night, and I was vibing on it. That's a good sign for a song if you're into it. That's the fucking guitarist from ZZ Top. He's like, he's like, yeah, that's like number one. The number one advice I can give you as a songwriter is like write songs you like, and it seems like it would be uh pretty obvious and pretty straightforward. Like write songs that you actually like and you want to listen to. So yeah, obviously, because if you're into it, chances are somebody else would be into it. And it felt fucking natural, man. It felt supernatural, supernatural. And so I'm just leaning into that and putting stickers all over the city. Putting stickers all over the fucking city just to let people know what time it is. You know? Uh, that's a really good sound. That's good for the podcast. But it's natural, though. The sounds of the city. You gotta love it. Oh, yeah. That looks good. See, it's like an electrical box generally looks like pretty shitty. Like nothing special. You throw a sticker on it, beautify it a little bit with my nostril. I mean, the stickers that I got are okay. And I spent a decent amount of money on them. Like, but there's a lot. I mean, it's kind of heavy nostril. My favorite one is like pretty heavy nostril. A lot of nostril in it, which, you know, nobody really wants to see your nostril. And plus, I got a deviated septum, so it's like, oh, here's this guy's nostril, and you got punched in the face for being an asshole. And I did. Second grade, this Hispanic guy punched me in the face Forget his name. It started with an L. I don't know what happened. He just punched me right in the face. And my eyes watered up. I couldn't see anything. It sucks to get punched in the face, man. Yeah, dude. Alright, this is gonna be great. Alright, I'm gonna have an interaction. You guys are gonna listen to this interaction I'm gonna have with this hipster coffee shop guy. It's gonna be awesome. And I'm gonna sit down, enjoy the day, continue this podcast. This is all about experiencing life. You know, this is good. I told myself I'd come to work early so I could record these. And you just walk up the street talking to yourself, and then you become one of those guys. I remember when those guys first came around. It was Bluetooth technology, the little earpieces. Here, people would just be talking to themselves. Yeah, that's fine. Oh my god. If you could only see what I see right now. Eventually, I'll have some glasses with the camera. Then it'll be extra creepy. Super fucking creepy. Mm, good coffee. Good coffee for $4. It's okay. Gonna be good. Gonna be so good. Can't wait. Hello. How's it going? Can I get a large drip coffee, please, with some room for cream? I'll take it to go. 4.26. $1 tip. 5.26. Thanks, man. 5.26. I could get groceries. I eat groceries for 5.26. I'm just cheap, and I'm not wealthy enough to get coffee on the go. You know, 5.26 for coffee. I can't wait until the day where money doesn't affect me, where I can just walk into a place and just afford anything I want. That's gonna be sick. It's gonna be so rad. I just walk into like a Burberry store and I'm like, hey, that's a cool trench coat. I want that. I'm buying that. That trench coat is mine. How much is it? $1,200. That's fine. I'm not worried. $1,200. I can swing that. I should have went pee while I was in there. You guys want to listen to me pee? Ugh. All right, I'm going back in. Man's got to pee. When a man's got to pee, you got to pee. I'm still holding it from that fucking bank interaction. This is this is good. Fucking interactive content right here. Am I gonna get Am I gonna get canceled if I pee on the internet? Listen, if I pee on the internet, am I gonna get canceled right now? Oh, look at this moose. Yeah, seriously, like eventually I'm gonna have all right, I'll pee on the side so you don't hear it, so it's a little classier, you know. Yeah, eventually I'm gonna have like Google glasses on, and I'm gonna be able to, you'll be able to just see my cock peeing, and that'll be cool. You know what I mean? And you'll be able to see the whole interaction between me and the hip barista, and you'll be able to see me purchase my coffee with my watch at $5.26. What the fuck? $5.26. All right, I'm gonna stop talking about it. I'll stop talking about it. I can afford $5.26. All right, fine. It's fine. fine. All right, wash my hands, especially because I'm on the internet. You know what I mean? Because that's going to be the first comment. It's going to be like, you took a pee and didn't wash your hands. Do you have COVID? Are you not only a creep but a filthy creep? You know what I mean? So we can't have that. If I'm going to be a creep, I got to at least be like a relatively clean creep. You know? All right, back into the loud room. People like right outside the door, just like listening to me yell at myself in the bathroom. That's pretty cool. All right, bladder relieved. Out of the hip coffee store and hearing it. About to go sit on a bench in the sunlight, look at the mountainside, look at the mountains, and record a podcast. Like, fucking beautiful, man. That's the thing. It's like, yeah, you're in the future. Coffee costs over $5, but like, you can record a mobile podcast outside and drink that $5 coffee and enjoy yourself. You know what I mean? So it's good. It's good. There's good and there's bad. Good, the bad, and the ugly. Clint Eastwood. You ever seen that movie? I would love to star in a cowboy movie. Oh my god, can you imagine? Me on a horse, cowboy hat, couple of revolvers. Because I would definitely rock 2 revolvers. This fucking girl. She's like, it looks like he's recording a podcast. Let's roll right next to him with this massive trash can. God damn it. That's okay, maybe she wants to do an interview. I'll just yell. Look, she's talking on her phone too. Ugh, the worst. It's the worst. Alright, I'm leaving. The worst fucking sound ever. That's okay. That's the universe saying you don't want to just sit down. Not yet. Keep that blood flowing. Walk by the church. Get connected with God. You know what I mean? Get connected with God. Talk to the people. Get connected. You know? Because I can't have. Because the Latinas are just fucking me today, and like not in a good way. You know? They're turning me down, and they're dragging trash cans around brick walkways, and that's okay. And it's all for a reason because honestly, and this is gonna sound fucked up, I guess, but like Latinas are super fertile, and I mean, it's all dependent. I don't want to hyper generalize because that's fucked up, but like generally, Latinas are super fertile, and like I maybe I'm not supposed to knock up a girl right now, you know, I'm not supposed to knock up a woman right now. You know what I mean? Uh, Fine. And if I hook up with an Eva Mendes type, then I'm gonna have a little Silverstein running around, or I'll have a little Rico Suave running around at a red lock. Then I'm gonna be on the road touring, and he's gonna be a little bastard Rico Suave running around, an uncut Rico Suave, just on the run with no guidance, and we can't have that. Not yet. Not yet. You know what I mean? It's too early for that. And I thought I was ready. I really thought I was ready for kids and shit, but I'm not. God, thank God. I'm grateful. So grateful that I did not have a kid with my last girlfriend. I would have been fine with it. It would have been cool. We would have had a good family. I would have loved both of them very much, but everything happens for a reason. And it's fine. So I'm hoping I can sit down by this church and not get hassled by these vagrants. Looks like they're on the move too, though. St. Anne off of Grant and Webster. And if you're trying to figure out the longitude and latitude of where this recording took place, all you have to do is Google it. God, I love churches. I love the architectural nuance of a nice church. The architecture is just sick. They put time into it. They're like, this is for God. You know what I mean? Like, this is for God. Make sure you lay that brick down right. Make sure you lay that shit down right. Oh my God. I keep crossing the street when cars are coming and they keep waving me over, but I feel like an asshole. So be it. I'll have to sit down and have a conversation with a street person, but I don't think that would sound too good because I don't really have a mic. I'd have to like get right next to him, and that'd be kind of weird. I'll have to like start necking him and be like, "All right, let's have a conversation. Talk into my ear. Tell me something." Now I'm by a busy road and you just hear a whole bunch of cars. I can just you can't always get what you want, but if you try, sometimes you get what you need. Oh, this is nice. A little bookstore. 10:30. I'm still early as fuck. Get a nice podcast in. I'm gonna record another one tomorrow night with David and Devin, the sound engineer, the Generation Z sound engineer. I want to get. I mean, I just want to give him a hard time. I want to bring him on and give him like a really hard time. David's like, it's not about that. Come on, we're gonna collaborate. It's gonna be good. Everything's gonna be good. I'm like, yeah, well, I kind of want to just shit all over him. I don't know what it is about this kid. He's just like this baby faced kid, and I just kind of want to shit on him. I don't know why, because that's an asshole thing. And like I said earlier, I'm not trying to be an asshole. I'm really not. So I just gotta chill out. And it's nice, like, believe it or not, fucking David's been holding me back from being an asshole. And you would think he'd be the one that's an asshole that I'd be holding, I'd be holding him back. Uh, Not the case. Not the case. I think it's because I'm off my meds. Off of some of my meds. It, I don't know, makes me a little bit more of an asshole. I'm still smoking. Still smoking cigarettes. Still smoking weed. Not smoking crystal meth anymore, so that's cool. Uh, Ooh, I'm liking this coffee house. I gotta check that out. La Dolce Vita. La Dolce Vita. Check my longitude and latitude. God, there's just cars everywhere, though. It's not the best place to record a podcast. Ah, ah. All right, what are we looking at? What time are we looking at? Recording time is 32 minutes. That ain't bad. That ain't bad for a little solo episode. So I kind of want to go to the bookstore. All right, I'll circle back. Maybe that lady's done dragging trash can across the street. God, the thing is, you see people, and they're doing their job, and your job kind of like becomes part of who you are. And you see these people, and they just look pissed, and it's just because part of who they are is their job, and they don't like their job. So part of it is they don't like themselves a little bit. And maybe I don't know. Maybe it's just kind of the feeling I get. I could be wrong, but it's just like they succumb to fucking economics and money. People will do anything for money, and it's like if you're trying to make money in this life, listen. And this is advice for anyone who wants to hear it. But and I forget where I got it from, but it's really good advice. It's I don't even know if it's advice. It's just a saying, but it's if you want to make money in this world, if you want to make real money in this world, that's not the saying. If you want to make real money in this world, you got to do shit people can't do or people won't do. That's it. You want to make some real fucking money? You gotta either be super talented and shooting 3 pointers professionally, or you gotta be in a sewer shoveling shit on the graveyard shift. Dude, I'm definitely. At first, I was like, I want to go into a bookstore, get some knowledge. And then I walked right past it, and I saw an Army Navy surplus store, and I'm like, I'm going in there. I'm gonna get a knife. Do I want to gain knowledge or do I want to whittle? You know? God, I love this. I love this part of town. I've been sleeping on Old Town Arvada, sleeping on it, and it all worked out. All fucking worked out. And I'm just putting up stickers like hotcakes right now. Just hotcake stickers, you know. And that's pretty cool. What else? All right, what else do I have? I think I could wrap this podcast up, but I finally found a good spot to record. Oh, that sticker looks good there. Can I get can I get in trouble for putting stickers on shit? I don't think so. Is that vandalism? Shit, I left my lighter. I left my fucking lighter in my car. God damn it. Ah, you can't win them all. Can't win them all. It sucks. Ooh, maybe I have one in my backpack. Sick. I think I do. That's the thing about carrying a bag around. It's like I'm not really a satchel guy, but like I understand why. Yes, I understand why girls carry bags and they have like everything they need in their bag. You know, I started carrying a backpack around because I need my laptop for work, and it's really nice. I would always just I was very just pro wallet, and I still am. Just carrying around a wallet. It's like that's what men do. That's what men do. Carry everything you need in your wallet. If you can't, you leave it at home because you're a man, and you don't need creature comforts when you're on the road. You know? Not the case. It's nice to have a pack of gum. It's nice to have spare uh, vaporizer battery. You know what I mean? Couple condoms. Oh shit! You never know. You just never know. Ah, God. I'm fucking exhausted. I've been going hard lately, man, but it's worth it. A rest for the wicked. It's absolutely worth it. And like, I was just wasting so much time, and maybe I wasn't, but I mean, I was just stagnant for like 2 years, 3 years, just in neutral, not doing shit. Maybe just recharging, maybe transmuting energy, maybe going through metamorphosis. But I saw Kelly this morning. She picked up some of her stuff, and we're talking, and we're still gonna be friends, and I think that's really cool. And we might reconnect down the road. We might not. Either way, the door is open, uh, which is good. It's really good. And I brought that up for some reason. Fuck, I forget. It's okay. It's all good, baby. It's all gravy, baby. Mm. I can't wait to book a show. Cause like honestly, 10 minutes, 10, 15 minutes is like not enough time. Like 10 minutes is like enough time to like settle in. You like finally settle in, find your groove, and find all your levels at 10 minutes, at 5, 10 minutes. Uh, at the places I'm playing, like without a sound guy, yeah, it takes a second to dial it in and get comfortable. You know what I mean? And you're halfway through your set, or your set's like 3/4 of the way done, and you're like, okay, well, I should probably start wrapping it up. So I want to book a show for sure, probably at the Welton, and yeah, try to make a little dough and play some music and spread the word, man. Looking forward to it. See how long I can play for. I mean, I feel like I can play for 45 minutes, 30 or 45, like a loose 30 is what I've been talking about. I could play for half an hour. That should be my goal. Half hour of music, just casual. Well, that's the cool thing about playing loops, though, is like it never sounds the same way twice. I mean, it's like the outline's there, the format is close, but it always sounds a little different, and that's like I'm kind of pumped on that aspect of it because you see these motherfuckers. I mean, how many times are you gonna hear "Satisfaction" by the Rolling Stones? You know, you would have thought that they would have blown their head off a long time ago. I mean, they played "Satisfaction," "Let It Bleed." How many times, are they gonna play that song before they jump off a cliff? That's why they're compensated so much. They're compensated so much because they're playing the same song every fucking night. And that's fine. I mean, if it's a good song and you see people are into it and, the paycheck's looking good, fuck it. Like I heard Radiohead, they hate that song Creep and they stopped playing it because it was such a big hit and they're playing it every night and they got tired of it. It's four fucking chords, man. And that's why that gnarly ass overdrive part comes in the last chorus because Greenwood was tired of playing that fucking song. And he was trying to spice it up, so he just threw that shit in. Some gnarly ass distortion, and that's what ended up making that song. Well, part of what made that song. You know what I mean? So it's crazy how shit can grow and develop and spawn. You know, fucking crazy. Ugh, God, I'm tired. Maybe I should just take a little nap. 10:45. So I'm looking at an hour and 15 minutes until I have to go to work. Just set an alarm and just lay down on a bench like fucking Hancock. Will Smith superhero. I could channel that. I could definitely harness that. My God, I just love Lululemon. I want to meet Lululemon. Is she a person? I just want to meet her and just give her a big hug and shake her hand and just say thank you. Thank you for your contribution to society. Do you have anything in 42 long? I don't know. I was like, I'm trying to decide if I like being able to hear the city during the podcast or not. If it's distracting, or if it's kind of cool and organic. You know, I think it might be a combination of both. To be honest. Oh, I love Army Navy surplus stores. That's where I got my pea coat. Legitimate Army Navy surplus store, and you pick up a naval pea coat, and it's like armor, man, and it's classy. It's not the classiest, but it's classier than a fucking champion hoodie. Even though I like champion hoodies. Almost time for a new pair of shoes. Need to get myself a new pair of Converse, and I also want a pair of Dunks. I'm gonna get a pair of fly fucking Dunks. I can't wait. A lot of shit I need to buy. I'd love to get a new amplifier. The Fender Blues Junior is really fucking sick. Lightweight, great sound. But I feel a little bit sacrilegious playing a Gibson out of a Fender for some reason, and I don't really know why. Because people do it. You need a great sound doing that, but it's like wearing a pair of Reeboks with like a Nike jumpsuit. You just don't do it. You just don't do it. It's clashy. It's like, do you want to clash? Are you trying to clash? You know? Are you really gonna wear an Adidas tracksuit with fucking Nikes on? Like, who the fuck do you think you are? Like, you better be in the fucking mob. You better be in the mafia if if you're gonna do that. You know? So just don't do that. Well, do what you want to do, but I don't recommend it. I wouldn't do it. Wear a pair of Pumas with a fucking uh, Chanel tracksuit. Who are you? Who the hell are you? You know? Ah, God, I'm gonna pass out. I need to sleep, man. I need to sleep. So bad. Alright. What time are we looking at? 10 to 11. 45-minute podcast. Producing. Producing items. Producing art. I know it's a stretch to call a podcast art, but I'm going to. I don't give a fuck. I just don't. Someone realized not too long ago was everyone is original. Everyone is unique, you know. And people are trying to be cool. People are trying so hard to stand out, but it's like everyone stands out. Everyone's different. So you really don't have to try that hard to be different. Just do you, and the chances are, like, somebody will see that and be like, "Oh, that's pretty cool. I've never seen that before." Yeah, because they will have not seen it before. It's completely new, completely fresh, completely you. That's beautiful. God, I'd love to pick up a nice flannel, like a Carhartt flannel from this Army Navy surplus. Oh God, I can't be spending money, but fuck it, you know, just butt fuck it right in the ass. All right. God, I felt like I had something really nice to close it with, and then I ended up saying butt fuck it in the ass. So that's fine, I guess. Whatever. All right. It's a beautiful day. Beautiful women walking around. Beautiful people. A lot of weird sounds. A lot to be grateful for. All right, you guys. Stay strong. Stay aware. Create love. Make love. Take love. Don't break love. All right. Insert catchy tagline here for show conclusion. Portion Radio.
Like them paramedics and that cop came and
I saw that.
they come to me because I got blue hands. I'm like, shut up.
Do you have like a lot of iron or silver in your blood or something? Why do you have blue hands?
It's from doing artwork.
What kind of art is it? Yeah, what kind of artwork?
Abstract.
Abstract, you said, but is it charcoal or
I use
paint,
all kinds
acrylic?
Of, I use anything.
Yeah.
I've used anything. Yeah.
Yeah. What's your favorite?
Paint.
Paint.
Yeah.
For sure.
Well, I mix colored pencil with paint, and that's probably my favorite context to use it in. But mostly going crazy.
Word.
Mad.
I like Sharpie.
Like I do a little bit of methamphetamine once in a while, but I don't do blues or heroin.
Yeah.
But everybody does that shit.
I experimented with methamphetamine a couple of years ago, and it took me down a pretty rough road.
Yeah, well, it can. You have to be able to withstand from it without being a jackass.
Yeah, you have to have discipline for sure.
Yeah, because if you don't, and that's with anything though. But fentanyl's a whole nother. My God.
I never experimented with fentanyl.
Yeah, me either, man. Actually, I was up on Colfax one day, and this guy I was in prison with, his kid goes, "You want to smoke a bowl of clear?" So I go around the corner, and it's like a little field, and like the fourth hit, my eyes crossed. Because it wasn't just, it was meth, and I was so fucked up, dude. And when my eyes, I go, "How could you do that to me, dude?" I go, I don't do that shit. He goes, "Well, now you can't run around saying you don't do fentanyl." I'm like,
That's fucked up. Why would you do that to somebody?
He's just being an asshole, man. So I didn't have a bicycle or nothing or a car. So I just took off walking back this way.
Yeah.
From Colfax and Sheridan. And I walked all the way, man. And by the time I got here, straight again.
Yeah. Because that shit will last a while.
Hey, man, that shit, it freaked me out, man.
You know, yeah.
I kept thinking, well, if I stop, I could pass out and then I'm just going to die.
Yeah, that's a scary feeling.
But I did, from talking to thousands, probably in 2 or 3 years, thousands of people, I did figure out that they're trying to get closer to God or the devil, whichever way they're going to go. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
Like they have a fascination with it or something.
I wonder what it is about. I wonder if it just puts you in the state of mind of like martyrdom, or it gives you this God complex, because I was reading the Bible and I was doing methamphetamine and I was trying to talk to God and create my own miracles and write the third book, write another fucking Bible.
Well,
another testament.
I think there's a part of society that didn't want poor people to do meth because it gets you. Sorry, I'm sitting. This is what I'm playing with. I don't want you to freak out.
No, that's fine. I'm not.
But sometimes I'll make a little device or something for some freak who try to rob you or do some harm to you. I always try to carry something with me. Yeah. Just in case I can't do it with my
Absolutely. You never know what you're going to come up against.
To protect myself. Yeah. But I mean, I tell people that I like the color violet, but I'm not violent. But I have a whole bunch of things I say that are just like, I just try to be a little bit different. But
yeah, I was just talking about that earlier today. Is like everybody is different. Everybody's their own person. Everybody's different.
Absolutely.
And I mean, even if you're a twin, you have your own vibe.
Absolutely.
So you're original already.
I could tell you some freaky shit. Like when I was a little kid, my mom remarried, right? And she married a Spanish guy, right? And that part, my stepdad and my sister, their side, their family is Spanish. They are all over Colorado. I mean, I couldn't escape them in Longmont. I went to Boulder. I couldn't escape them. But they all, because of my sister does speed or whatever, but she don't want none of her family to know and this, that, and the other. Well, she thought she stopped me from going to my stepfather's cousin's house, which is one of these Mexicans, and she told him that I need to quit doing speed. Well, she does the shit too, but she...
Pot calling the kettle black.
Right, but she is like 3 days or like for a month, she won't do it, and then she'll do... And she's like a hypocrite, bad.
Yeah.
And she used me to throw me under the bus, you know what I mean? So anyway, man, they just been on my ass, but they never come up to my face. They always say it from afar and shit, and it just driving me fucking. It drove me so crazy that that's why I went to Boulder and Longmont. But man, I never seen anything like it. Mm-hmm. I mean, because you can drive if you don't talk to people directly, you could really drive someone crazy.
Yeah, like hearsay, and then they're thinking, oh, well, they think this of me. Maybe they said this, or I heard them say this, and it's usually completely misdirected, and you're usually not even, I mean, once you talk to somebody face to face, you can usually sort shit out because you're like, okay, this is their intention. I can understand what this person's about.
But for them to expect me to quit doing speed because I'm hearing people, it's insanity, man.
Yeah.
And then, there's a whole thing about my mother, because, my uncle has a lot of money. One of my mom's oldest brother, but I never really got to know him that much. But I mean, he's got a yacht that's worth like 38.
He has a yacht?
Yeah, $38 million yacht.
Jesus Christ!
He owned 4 offshore oil derricks.
Okay, sick.
But look, man, I personally don't believe in you're my cousin and you're rich.
Give me money.
Now you owe me money.
Right.
I can't do shit like that to people. Come on.
That shows to your character, man. Because that's what happens when you get rich. A lot of people come out of the woodwork and they start asking for money, man.
I'm not the one.
Yeah.
I mean, if anybody hands me money, I usually tell them, look, man, you don't have to do this.
Yeah.
I mean, I didn't ask you, so I'm taking it you genuinely want me to have some money.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Uh-huh.
But people aren't raised like that anymore.
Yeah, it's kind of a weird feeling when somebody gives you money.
And she got raised. But anyway, so my uncle had bought, this is years ago now, my uncle bought my mom a trailer. And it was kind of under me and my mom's boyfriend's suggestion. Because she told us one day that she talked to him all the time. And they were like, my mom's a twin, and her oldest brother is the only one left in her. So anyway, and he was talking to her all the time. And, when you got that kind of money, I mean, so we made a suggestion to my mom that, because he kept saying, I'll buy you a house or buy you a place to live. So anyway, $17,500 for this trailer, which is nothing to this guy, right?
Well, everything could be everything to you. Shelter, place to live.
Yeah. I mean, I was like, hallelujah. So, and my mom wanted me to, and her boyfriend to stay with them, to live with them. So anyway, my sister got so fucking jealous, boy, because she was working her ass off at the time and had went to school. And I mean, she's really smart. A+ quarterly through medical school, and at the end of it, A+.
Oh shit!
And then she didn't like that, quit the job, and we got X-ray technician. Went to school for that, A+ all the way through, and A+ at the end of it. So she's like really smart. But anyway, so her and her, she always brought a kid over. Well, the trailer court, excuse me, is retirement living. Excuse me. So, no kids after 8 o'clock. Well, me and my mom, we didn't realize, we just fucked up bad because we didn't realize that she wouldn't be able to leave her kid overnight and shit. And really, no kids in the trailer court. So anyway,
bless you.
It just got kind of crazy, and thank you. And her and her man came over one night, and they were sitting in the living room on the floor, and I could tell they were talking about something, but every time I go over there, they quit talking about it and talk about it. So anyway, they were planning to get me.
To get you?
Yeah, because, like, I'm the one stopping them from, but it really wasn't me.
What do you mean, get you?
Well, they were really pissed off because they were, excuse me, I get allergies this time of year, but I don't never get sick, usually once a year. But anyway, so they thought I was blocking them from something. So anyway, he comes over to me and hits me. I just broke my arm mountain biking, and I just went to the doctor the day before. He said, it's healing, you're cool. Hit me in the elbow with a metal object.
Jesus.
He did. Her baby's daddy, her husband or whatever, they never really got married, but when he hit me in the elbow, it was already broke. I ran around the house like a chicken with my head cut up. I've never had that kind of pain in my life. My mom pulled him off of me and beat his ass.
Oh, shit. That's that mama bear
And
instinct.
she is like 68 years old at that time.
Shit.
And she fucking whipped his ass. I mean, she could box because she was a twin, and the rest of the...
She had a sparring partner.
Were brothers. They were all men,
Oh, okay.
And yeah, my uncles are meaner than shit. But she beat his ass, but it fucked my elbow up. Bad, dude, bad. My elbow's all metal.
Yeah. I broke my elbow as well growing up.
See, I got metal, and metal in my shoulder, too.
It's crazy, man. When I broke my elbow, I couldn't even walk. It's painful. And you would think it's just your arm. You should still be able to walk. You broke your elbow?
You cracked it?
Yeah, my growth plate in my left elbow. I fell out of a tree when I was younger. So
Wait a minute, the round bone?
Yeah, and they put 2 pins in it.
The round bone?
I think it's round.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck, it hurts.
It hurts, dude. I was like walking home, And I had to go so slow because, like, that shit, I could barely walk. It hurt so bad. Like, I was fucked. Any movement really hurt.
I like that definition of it. Yeah, it hurt so bad. You can't. Yeah, I believe you, man, because I couldn't even defend myself. I mean, I can't even describe, except for bear macing my nuts. Look, I found some bear mace, man. It was a brand new can of it. And I thought, this is a great way to protect yourself from anything, even a bear. So I was walking and I kept dropping stuff, and I had it in my front pocket of my pants. I had some loose pants on like this, and a pin fell out, and I dropped something else, and I was right up there at the square. Oh my God.
You bear maced yourself in the nuts?
Yeah, because it was in my pocket, you know what I mean? It was pointed that way. Oh my God.
And it's like foam, isn't it? Doesn't it like because it's not like regular mace. Isn't it? It's like mace on steroids.
Yeah, well, yeah, it's made to take down an 1,800-pound animal.
Yeah.
Oh boy, I could compare that to the elbow, but anything else. But anyway,
dude,
so
what's your name, dude?
Noel.
Noel? Noel.
Yeah, don't be jealous because I'm on every Christmas card.
Cheers, dude. Cheers.
It's just paid.
Noel was actually, I'm pretty sure it's Leon backwards. I think Leon was the guy who wrote the song or something. Do you know anything about that?
I don't know. But you want to hear something crazy too?
Yeah, sure.
Now, don't get me wrong. I'm nobody. I'm not a pimple on mosquitoes and gnats' ass. But I am somebody. You know what I mean? But my dad played for Charlie Daniels Band for 42 years.
Say that again?
Charlie Daniels Band.
Charlie Daniels
My
Band?
dad was a piano player for
Really?
42 years.
Dude.
He wrote and co-wrote 43 hit songs, including Devil Went Down to Georgia.
That's one of my favorites, man. That's one of my favorites.
My dad did.
That's awesome, man.
Now, my dad, before Charlie Daniels was a musician, my dad was in a band called the Imperial, or the song Shortenbread.
I haven't heard that one.
Really old song. Your grandmother would know it. Shortenbread from like the late 40s, early 50s.
Okay.
My dad wrote that song. My dad wrote a hit song before he met Charlie Daniels. Crazy,
Yeah, that is crazy.
Well, when my mom met my dad, he was married and had a kid. So I spent my whole life trying to get to know my dad.
You were a love child.
And
you were
finally,
like
the last 5 years he was alive, he goes, you made it through the fire, son. I'm proud of you.
That's
Because
awesome.
I used to go out there for Christmas, man, and his other kids would be like, they'd run in the bedrooms and lock their doors.
Dude, it means a lot to get that kind of recognition from your father, man.
It did, but he killed himself.
Really?
He fucking didn't want to be in this world anymore. Obama was just fixing to get elected, and he's like, we're going to have a nigger in the White House. And my dad was just freaking out. My dad was in the Army for 2 years, so he served.
Yeah.
But it was at the end of Vietnam, so they weren't sending troops out anymore, so he had no fighting time. But anyway, so, I mean, I overcame a lot of really stupid shit, but, man, when my dad died, it just killed me, man. And I was working at the time I did concrete for 18 years, but I was working for a website.
My nephew does concrete. You can make some good money doing concrete.
Oh, yeah. I used to make $25 an hour, a cell phone and a truck. I was a foreman for a company the last one I worked for. But anyway, so I drove all the way out there. I had a girlfriend. I lived with her. That bitch, man, she ended up being a scam artist. But anyway, her dog had puppies. She had her dog, an albino boxer.
Nice.
One of the puppies, she gave it to me, and then called home one day. It was gone.
She took it?
Yeah, she took it and sold it.
Oh.
But she had her ex break in the house and take my watch and my coin collection, and I got rid of her. So anyway, we drove all the way out there. I wouldn't let her take her car because that wouldn't be fair. I rented a car. I had the money, and I went to my dad's funeral, and man, it was so sad. He had a songwriting partner named Mike Shipley, and he's he plays guitar, and he's a honky tonker or whatever, but he he's like, you look like your dad, you walk like your dad.
That's a good
you talk like
feeling,
your dad."
man.
But none of his other kids had that, except for the bastard child, me.
Dude, that's a really good feeling, man. And
that crazy?
Yeah, it is crazy. When my dad dies, it's gonna fucking destroy me, dude. Because I've got such a close connection with my dad. He's like my number one mentor, man. I fucking love him to death.
Yeah. Well, people get envious and jealous of me for a bunch of different reasons. One of them is like, how could you be so proud coming from that? And it's like, it's all I got. You know what I mean? And I don't have a problem with telling my story with people who are interested and want to listen.
Yeah.
And to me, there's nothing wrong with that. But a lot of people don't have the guts or the balls to do something like that.
Dude, I'm fucking...
You know what I mean? They can't just meet someone and tell them their life story like real
dude,
quick.
I'm so glad that you did because, dude, hundreds of people are going to listen to this.
Well, I mean, I've been told before I should write a book about it or something.
I'd read that book.
Like, hey, when I went to prison, I was in prison. I'm like, how can I get a hold of my dad, right? So I was in the library, and I was looking at, in a, like, music section, and I see BMI. Now, most people, unless you were a musician or your dad, you wouldn't know about
It's licensing, right? Isn't
Songwriters Union.
Yeah.
Well,
that's how you protect your songs, right?
Yeah. Well, when you get to the last page or the back of the book, the very back of the book, the cover, there's a picture of the guy and the number and everything, how they contact him. Well, he was one of my dad's best friends.
Oh, really?
So I wrote him, and he gave the letters to my dad.
Really?
And I started talking to my dad while I was in prison.
Dude.
That was so cool, man.
That's awesome.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean...
That goes a long way when you're locked up, man. I've been locked up a couple of times.
Well,
Dude, when you get your freedom taken away, man, I mean, it's probably the worst. It's probably one of the worst fucking things you can experience.
Yeah. Well, my dad was one of the baddest fucking piano players, like organ, a B3 Hammond.
Oh yeah, I have a Hammond.
And he had a 59 Steinway.
Oh, sick.
That they stole out of Sony recording studio in Nashville. Him and Tommy Crane, the old guitar player, at the end of that Million Mile Reflection album that Devil Went Down to Georgia is on. And at the end of that album, I guess Charlie and everybody had left, and they stole the fucking piano. And it was in his house. And that thing was, God knows how much it was worth, because he wrote Devil Went Down to Georgia. He started that doom, 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 doom.
That's so fucked up.
And then him and Charlie wrote that song, but...
Dude, I got to get out to Nashville. I want to get out to Nashville so bad. There's a lot of good music out there.
I always minded my P's and Q's. I always took people like yourself, or like people like yourself, like I just met. Yeah, I'd ask them, you want to go to the show tonight? Like, what? I go, well, my dad plays for Charlie Daniels, man. They're playing tonight. Do you want to go for free? And they're like, no way, get out of here. And I'd be like, yeah.
Believe it.
Why not? So, money's not everything.
It's not.
You know, people...
I'm trying to get paid, though, at the same time I want to make some. I want to experience it.
Well, yeah.
I'd like to experience that side of life, just to know.
I would like to sell a painting for $5,000.
Dude, where can these people see your art? Is there anywhere they can see your artwork? Like, where are you based?
On Facebook.
Mm-hmm. Can you will you tell them where they can see it? I can put a link to it, and like that way people can see your shit.
Well, what's crazy is I've tried over the years to get people to get someone to be my manager or to sell the artwork for me, and they take whatever cuts fair or whatever. But yeah, I mean,
what do you go by, Noel?
I go by Noel. Noel's my first name. My middle name's Blake. Most of my life I went by Blake, but more and more I started going by Noel. Like when I signed my artwork, I signed Noel.
For sure.
Because it looks cool either way. But I had a cousin that played for Massachusetts State. He's basketball, Ernie DiGregorio.
For sure.
He went pro and then he got hurt. Should have been a big thing, but he got hurt.
Well, dude, I gotta head to work. I gotta get out of here. But
sharing your life and your story is sometimes can be, especially in my case, because when my dad died.
Here's another smoke, dude.
When my dad died, his wife tore the will up, so I got it. And a year before he died, he had told me, when he said you made it through the fire, I made a will and I put you in it. I didn't get nothing, man, because She tore the wheel up.
Damn.
And then when I went there, I investigated the crash because it was a single car crash off the highway right outside of Nashville. And there was a little dent in the door. And I could not, me and my girlfriend could not explain how that happened. The dent in the door.
Somebody broke in?
Like someone ran him off the road.
Oh, I see what you're
The
saying.
tracks in the
And
road.
on the car.
Yeah. Yeah. And then his wife, her company vehicle is in the shop getting fixed right when that happened. What?
Weird.
Like she ran him off the road. But see, he would go back to drugs once in a while. He'd quit and was totally...
That's the thing about artists, dude. Like, that's the thing about artists. Like, you, me, your father. Like, dude, it's just kind of part of it. Because we're trying to expand our mind a little bit, man. And we got a little bit of depression, maybe. And we're trying to...
outside of the box.
Yeah.
Where do you work?
I work at the Old Town Picking Parlor.
What's that?
We sell acoustic instruments, guitars, and mandolins.
Oh, where the guy makes them?
Well, we've got a repair shop over there. We do repairs.
Is there a guy there that makes them or something?
Our master luthier does make them, but he doesn't sell them in the shop.
Jesus Christ, man.
Yeah.
Instruments are so fucking cool. And actually my artwork, like the wood, I do art on wood sometimes.
Yeah.
And there is so much art inside of wood.
Yeah.
But it's all one color or two, or like a light and a dark.
Throw a little stain on it and just like livens it
It's
up.
so cool.
Yeah.
I tell people I've learned over the years, because sometimes we meet some real wily characters, man, that are just physical. I'll beat you with an inch of your life, type of it. But I tell people I can only humble myself in every conversation. And, every day is a blessing to be alive.
Yeah.
And you don't have to read the Bible or own a Bible to believe in God.
Yeah.
Now, my granddad was a Baptist minister his whole life. My dad's dad kicked him out of the house when he was 12 years old for playing rock and roll. And he called me. My dad called me before he died. One day he was wherever the state my grandpa was from, and he called me from my grandfather's deathbed. He was dying in the hospital. And I said, I know why you're calling. You're forgiven. You guys are forgiven. It blew their mind. Because I knew before they could even say it.
And he probably was waiting to die until he could tell you that. Sometimes that happens. People will wait to die until they make their peace with the ones they love. You know what I mean?
And, to me, that's awesome.
Yeah.
And, drugs aren't for everybody. And it ain't for everyone to know. Because some people don't know how to take that information. They've never done it.
Scares them a little.
I don't steal from people ever. I don't, believe it or not. Even in the midst of, like I might run out of speed one day and be like, damn, I wish and I just live with it. I don't go defile myself so I can have that. Mm-hmm. Never, because there's too much honor in me, you know what I mean, to do that. But
yeah, that's good, man.
I'm sorry to blah, blah, blah.
No, dude, I'm glad you did. This is what this is all about, dude. The podcast is called Fortune Radio. And it's still in the early process, man. But here, this is a sticker for you if you want it.
When you do it, you could go. What would you go? This is Noel DiGregorio, the piano player for Charlie Daniels Band's son.
Yeah. I'll do some research too, and like I'll. But you said it was on Facebook. What's your Facebook username so people can see your shit? Noel DiGregorio.
Do you want me to write it down for you?
Just say it out loud. Noel.
Say DiGiorno.
DiGiorno.
DiGregorio.
So it's spelled like DiGiorno?
Well,
it's not delivery. It's not delivery. It's not DiGiorno.
It's DiGregorio.
Okay. How do you spell it?
DiGregorio.
Fuck yeah.
So I would say myself that I do have a little bit of my dad's soul.
Yeah, absolutely. You're like a drip from your dad. You're the same genetics run through you that ran through your dad. Like, you are your dad.
None of the other kids have it. Yeah. None of them have it,
dude. I got to get out of here, Noel, but it was a fucking pleasure talking to you.
Hey, I'm always out here. I've seen you before.
Okay, yeah. Same. I'm
you look like Harry Potter's cousin.
I get that. I get Harry Potter and...
his cousin.
Oh, his cousin. Okay.
Because you can't be that. I can't be my dad, but I look just like...
Fuck yeah. Well, he's a good wizard, man.
Yeah.
All right.
Hey, yeah, you can find me around here, especially the next couple days.
I'll see you around.
I'll be around.
All right. Peace
Thank
out.
you, buddy.
Thanks, you.
Have a good day.
You too.
Turn the TV on and try to forget just how much I watch the I watch the I watch the
cheddar was ever my baby and baddie. Leaving from even a fatty Bugatti. Send me the Addy, you know how I'm moving. And call me up later, you know like a movie. We sloppy from boozing the day to the evening. I'm bruising the side of your cheek on red gluteus. That's with that Maximus motion she open. I'm floating a koozie. I write that ass out of UG. A monster born out the graveyard and baby. I ain't mean to take your life points. You just activated my trap card in this, you know, Yugi. You know I'm no type of tip typical nigga, but still I'm infatuated. I would have as long as it took for you not to remain an illusion.